Initiating match.
Yep, there you go. SFC, Dick Riders.
Their picks and shit. Oh, just swap it. This is fucking course he doesn't know how to spell it.
Damn. Kanzashi. Common fucking dumbass. Anyways, again, yeah, Dick Riders, SFC, Nepal, that's happening. Yeah.
Ready for battle.
SFC's pulling on a ball comp. And Hyper's on main support. I assume they're gonna switch this depending on what the map type is. Why does SFC had 7 people for a hot minute? And then Brawl with Lucio for name lost.
5, 4.
Alright.
You
got the meta comp and you got the unorthodox one. Let's see how it plays out. Floor goes for the early speed. It looks like Detroit, they're gonna be making it here first. But SFC looks like Josh is already behind.
Fuck.
Going for Laura. Oh, with the sleep onto Josh.
Laura goes down, that's big.
Ooh, Laura gets the early pick off. Josh goes in for the slam, and it's a big one.
Yeah, the point of this comp.
The follow-up gets Exist and Liza.
Yeah, the point of this comp from Dick Riders is it's supposed to hold its ground and kind of just stay there, take a lot of poke, but they just run him over with this up-the-tempo ball comp. Mag on Sigma rather than D.Va. Normally in these ball comps, you'll see a D.Va, to usually help with the dives of the ball, but the Sigma allows for more, normally with a sniper character, more type of protection, but SFC doesn't want to go for that. They want to go for comfort picks here.
I'd say it's also because of the map.
That's a fair point too.
Sanctum, pretty good for Sig. I see a lot of teams run it.
Yeah.
Looks like Detroit, they're just going to be waiting around trying to regroup, but SFC are going to keep poking at him. Ooh, big pick onto Arcane there.
Yeah, big pick there. Maybe can push off this, but Pulse is ready for Duck. He can use this if he wants to, probably on someone at the back line. Oh, double
slam. And the Pulse both don't get much. Good nade from Laura.
Yeah, that's flip, and Duck goes down.
Gets picked off. Oh. The Shatter doesn't get much done, and the Flux onto the tanks is big. Liza pops the Valve though. It seems to not matter as Corkscrew and Toaster fall, and the Transcendence used from Vapo.
Yeah, really good aggression from Mag there.
Back onto Moods is big.
He gets Nano.
They use the Nano. And Hyper falls.
They're flipping this.
Vapo isolated. He's gonna get taken down, and Magician gets pinned.
You know, originally the aggression from Mag there with the Gravitic Flux, I liked it because it was able to pressure the tank line a lot, but they just nano boost Moods while he's hacked, and he's able to kill like 3 in that fight. And that was really good peel coming out from the side of Dick Riders.
And Moods already has another Shatter.
Oh my goodness.
See Magician now making the swap to D.Va to be a bit more traditional. We'll see how it plays out.
Duck gets hit with a biotic grenade. Big EMP!
Big EMP from Arcane! Josh goes in with the mines, but Dick Riders get 2 picks onto Arcane! And Hyper with the mines, they're gargantuan, get 3!
Oh my goodness. You know, at first you think after that EMP fucks up, and they're not able to follow up on it, you think they're done with that fight. But Josh is able to get a huge minefield there, and Duck just cleans up the rest of them. He gets another pulse bomb ready, and Hyper has a rally.
I'd say it was even a bad EMP. It's just they instantly got 2 picks before anything happened.
I was supposed to get a bad EMP for the...
Oh! Duck! His stick but to exist, and he rolls into Liza! If he didn't roll there, then Liza wouldn't have gotten picked off, and Dick Riders, they would have still been able to stay in this with the res.
Yeah, and Hyper didn't need to use his rally at all. They'll have another mines coming up really soon. Josh has been building these with relative ease here. They can also probably get Transcendence by the time this next fight starts. They should be in the favor of the SFC, especially with the cast going down there. Big pick from Hyper. Luke has to be careful right now. He's getting the buffery pocket though, so he should be good.
Now they have to fall back here.
Yeah, now they're just holding this corner, waiting for something to happen. Laura's gonna have nano boost really soon. Josh pile drives in, gets nobody. or any type of follow-up there. Hack onto
Troy's
Moots.
getting weak here. Moots is hacked.
My field is ready for Josh. He can do it. Oh, Moots gets hit with the Discord Orb and fast out.
The grab from Corkscrew gets canceled out for the Transcendence.
Yeah, but they just used it to take position
Troy,
on the
they're
point.
split up here. SFC, they're going to take advantage of the chaos and just pop off with the mines.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh,
Nothing
Josh
done
with
with the pulse though. Doesn't seem to matter as it's just Liza's now live and the mines play one more life. The first map point goes to the San Francisco Cock.
Yeah, there. That grab there from. Fucking, I don't know. I can't see the name of the overlay. I should probably turn that off.
Ready.
Yeah,
for
grab from
battle.
Corkscrew was pretty bad because it got canceled by Transcendence. And while they were trying to initially flip the point with that, they got a little too deep and SFC just collapsed right over them. You see SFC?
Detroit gonna be swapping to the Moira.
Yeah.
And
Diva.
see, they're gonna stay the same.
Yeah.
You all know why he's saying that?
Because he was teammates with them.
3,
No, because Arcane's British.
1. Round
Face
2.
moods if I do say so
Capture
myself.
The objective.
So you're gonna see SFC rolling out here with a ball comp with a Brig Zen. You see Josh setting up right now. He's gonna go for one of those pile drivers. You'd think that Exitite would be trying to. I pronounced that way wrong, probably. Oh, Vapo drops really low.
It just exists.
Yeah.
Simply.
That's fair.
Arcane gets
Arcane
taken
goes
down early. Josh rolling around.
I guess that's the power of being British. You
SFC
just
still
get picked off
have
first.
more control of the point.
Yeah, but positioning is
Quick
slowly.
slam from Josh, no follow up though.
Yeah, Duck gets stunned in the back line.
Get that.
Mood's pushing up here. Gets stunned a little bit, but is able to recuperate. Some HP back. Mag is pretty low. Oh, big pick.
Big pick onto Exists. And the hack onto
Duck goes down.
to prevent any res.
But a flip comes through from the side of the Dick Riders, and they get a
Wait, they just have the comp that heavily favors this closed in area compared to SFC, but it's still not matter as they just keep poking in and getting picks.
Yeah, you see that the tank line and the support line for SFC cut up huge there, and Duck is just these situations with the cleanup. They're always so good for Duck because of how good he is at that. He always is able to go in and just finish off targets that need to be cleaned up there. Now Josh has a minefield that he's probably gonna try and go huge with. Duck with a pulse bomb too.
They got 5 volts.
Yeah.
Detroit, they're close to 5 as well, but not nearly as much as Detroit.
Yeah. Here they're trying to go into Vapo. Pulse bomb comes out from Duck. Doesn't get anything. The bomb.
The self-destruct Magician able to get Liza. That's big. The hack on Laura
Supports goes down.
secures the defeat of the support line.
And that's
Moose
just
and
it.
Toast are going to fall as well.
Yeah, that's just it for them. Mag was able to just pick off Liza with that self-destruct. And again, Duck with these cleanup. He's always going in aggressive when they're down players and is able to just finish them off all the time. And you didn't even need to use a support ult there. And you'll have EMP ready for SFC. This is bad for Dick Riders here, but they do have both support ults ready. So get ready for that. See Josh setting up on the roof. Getting ready to play Mick here. EMP comes out, hits you.
Big EMP from Arcane and the rally pop
punished
from
it.
Hyper as well. Deadeye gets Arcane go. Ooh, big slam from Josh and the mines are going to be deployed.
Both
But
support
the
ult
Coalescent pop from Laura.
Yeah, but it was also the
Cleaning
Valve.
up the mines.
Valk was also used there, both support ults simultaneously, and they don't really push with them. And Vapo still has strength, but he goes down! Big pick onto Vapo! Exists, just kills him.
The hack onto Moods.
I don't think it's gonna matter too much though. They have the Zen dead, there's no damage. Toaster goes down though. Wait,
Picked
this
off
flipping.
Exists as well.
It's flipping here. Hyper dropped it a bit low, but he's able to sustain right now. Josh able to get out. Oh, he's gunned down here.
Shatter onto Magician.
Mag goes down. It's looking winnable. Moots able to turn this fight around with that pick on a Magician. And Duck is taking a lot of damage. He has to use his recall. And positioning on the point right now is actually favoring Dick Riders. The Death Blossom used here, it doesn't really get much, but they don't need to. They just create space and they're able to clean up here. Exist was able to help him with that, killing the Vapo there. But he didn't need to use his Trank, so they'll still have it. And a minefield is ready.
SFC, they only need to win one more team fight here to get the map, and they're pulling up with a lot. We'll see if Detroit is able to answer with close to 4 ults of their own.
This Valkyrie is going to be key in winning this team fight for Dick Riders because it's their only support ultimate.
Not going to get much done.
Big pick on the
Big pick onto Vapo!
Instantly traded out.
True pick!
Magician gets mag. No, it's done.
Gonna get it back from the self-destruct. The mines from Josh on the point. The picks from Duck. This is
just
pretty much almost going to secure it for this SFC here. And the pulse onto Moots.
These are some great dives.
SFC gain control of the point, and Detroit, they only have 2 players left. Toaster and Liza's gonna fall. No one else able to touch, and that's gonna be the first map going to SFC.
Yeah, a lot of really good dives coming in from Josh and Duck just to be able to go in there. Josh built his mines fast a lot, and Duck was always just there for the cleanup whenever the fights were necessary. Also, Vapo held onto that Trank for so long. This minefield.
Good mine.
What was that noise?
Josh.
Yeah, Josh, really good this map, along with Duck. A lot of really great synergy coming out from those two. And Arcane out here apologizing to Moots for being British. Imagine SFC will run the ball comp for the rest of the series, though. Ball comps have been, in scrims, ball comps have been being used a little bit more, but do you think SFC will pull back to their old roots of going that rush comp?
No.
Yeah, probably not, to be honest. They don't have Salix, so yeah. I imagine he's not going to be able to really... Hyper's going to be a brig one trick this entire game. Based exists. Oh. I see Mag is trying to go rush here. Little do they know Duck has a little Cassidy in his back pocket. That's fucking disgusting. Honestly, that is a really good statement from you, Shadow. I really love that statement. I really hope my audio is included and I didn't have it done for the first time. Okay, yeah, it is. We're good. I like how everyone just hates Mag. Mag hates the world and the world hates Mag. Also, Mag really dislikes Hyper, FYI. His former tank duo, up until Josh apparently joined in. But then again, Mively is not here, so yeah. What is Detroit going for? Do you imagine they'd go KR, or do you think they'd go Eichenwald?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, not surprised. Don't imagine they'd go traditional rush, though. Oh, Hyper asked if I could... So, I don't know if Hyper's boyfriend is watching this, but Hyper wanted me to say hi for you, or hi to you. Or, fucking...
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, Hyper says hello to you if you're watching this. If you're not watching
Hello,
this,
Hyper.
well then, L. Oh, no, not you. Hyper says hello to
Oh.
his boyfriend.
I'm dumb then.
Although Hyper probably
Wait.
does say hello to you as well, so, yeah.
No, Hyper hates me.
Hyper doesn't hate me. Apparently Hyper isn't online, so that's kind of
Alright.
cringe.
Both teams ready? Let's get it.
Now
I expect
entering
probably
King's
Ana Mercy
Row.
coming out from the Dick Riders here. SFC, they'll probably
Yeah.
pull out something traditional for Rush, like well, traditional in quotation marks, I guess, since there's not really a meta in the league, but more sort of fast-pacing up the tempo with Lucio. Oh, switch Moots and Cork. They're playing. They're literally both playing tank. The fuck? Oh, okay. I got that a bit wrong. Moots diff. Let's go.
I'm very excited to
Ready
see
for
this.
battle.
Yup.
What? Magician DPS?
They are actually
No,
sandbagging.
I quit.
Magician
this
is on
league.
DPS.
I'm just not going to play in this league anymore if I'm going to see such things as this.
This is cringe. This is actually cringe. Magician Widowmaker. I want to see this. I want to see the. You know, Mag must have taken notes.
Oh wait, I can't. I'm not
Mag-
gonna type yet.
Mag took notes from Violet. Well, fun fact about Mag actually, he did play Symmetra in the first tourney. That was when SFC reached Grand Finals for the first time, and a bit of a controversial
Nice
time.
better.
Same, bro. I played that in scrims and popped the hell off here. Whatever. So SFC is going to be running a more up-the-tempo comp. Duck is going to be on the Cassidy. Junkrat for the side of Dick Riders. Oh, that was a big fire strike from Boots.
You got the TP.
TP to high ground.
Ooh, Duck falls off height. That might be important, although it doesn't look like
Oh, they
it's
punished
gonna get
Vapo.
punished. Big pick onto Vapo, though.
That's a lot of healing gone for the team. Now they just have to play safe right now. Vapo getting picked. That's a lot of damage gone. And so does Mag.
Another big pick onto Magician from Orb.
That's a really good stagger there onto Mag. He was not able to build much ult charge either on top of that. The tire coming
And
out.
he has
That
the
was a
Rip
fast
Tire
Rip
as well.
Tire.
He's gonna use it already.
Oh, they're all
not
so
gonna
low
get
in
anything
that
done,
room.
but the tanks are super weak.
Yeah, and Vapo's
Looks
not
like
back.
Josh is gonna be getting the health pack.
Yeah, Vapo's not back yet either.
SFC, you're staying in this. You want to get the fuck out of there. You're indoors. There is a chunk of the enemy team. Leave now. Save yourselves. But it doesn't matter. Duck falls.
Oh, they're just pushing.
Magician
They
falls.
just don't stop. They're just going
Josh
in.
misses boots, but it seems to not matter. Everyone else is just gonna die.
Big biotic grenade coming out from Laura there. Catches two. Arcane almost has this sound barrier though, so maybe they could turn it with that. Hyper gets the charge, but it doesn't matter. He's just,
Ooh, MTD.
you know, I think SFC got a little ahead of themselves with instead of the Magician on DPS. I mean, like, I don't know how good of a decision it was. Vapo will have this window though, so they might go.
Very bad one.
Yeah, so they will go for the window fire strike. I find it funny how Josh is getting grabbed before Hyper gets a shatter. Amplification Matrix from SFC catches Boots really low. Valkyrie pops.
Hyper gonna be going in with the nano on
Sound barrier.
Oh, big shatter!
What a shatter! But he couldn't follow up
He's
with the
a nasty
fatality field. It was
Although
there.
the wall's not gonna be able to do anything though.
Yeah, and that's gonna be it for SFC again. They're just not stopping. Moots is able to kill 3 in that fight. Just able to clean up there. Duff will have this Deadeye though, so this is gonna have to be something they're aware of. Grab Deadeye.
Detroit, when they can play their classic rush, or just like a classic Rhine map, they can. Not SFC, Detroit. If I said SFC, it just shows how dominant Moose is on the Rhine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Big
that
graviton
big
surge.
grab from
They didn't even
Mrs.
need the Riptire, but they use it anyways. And they just finish off
Gets
Duck.
Duck. Hyper goes for the pin.
That sounds like a
Common
common
occurrence.
Hyper call out right there. Oh wait, we both said it. I mean,
No one is wrong.
I know, right? Well, SFC is just building their ults right now. They have both tank ults. They're just probably gonna wait till the last fight potentially. Moots has this Earth Shatter here though, so that could put a stop to any team fight potential. Wall used. Graviton Surge. Bomb. Hyper gets the Shatter block, but a big
Matters
blast.
doesn't do much, but the grab and the Deadeye seems to be all that SFC needs.
60
Probably gonna
seconds.
be a one fight for SFC. They just get that Graviton.
It pops the Valve. Probably just off the Soldier.
Perhaps they think they can
Probably
still go with
attempt to
this.
keep the tempo of the fight up.
Laura goes
Ooh,
down.
that's
though.
an interesting res onto Mrs. Boots in the back line.
Yeah, very questionable res,
It's gonna be a
obviously.
stagger. And the questionable window from Vapo.
He was just using that as a fight insurance policy there, probably. He'll just build up another one really quickly. And that's gonna
They
be...
needed it.
Yeah,
Vapo died, so he's not gonna be able to get any charge out of it.
yeah, but it doesn't really matter. SFC has that point in the
SFC.
bag.
while they did get the point, Detroit got a lot of time off of them, and SFC they'll have the beat drop and the blizzard, and Detroit will have the nano and the shatter. I think this is going to be heavily dependent on Moots being able to get stuff done with the nano, because I mean it's pretty obvious that he's going to get it.
Yeah, and what I noticed as well, Duck going over to the soldier off of the cast, removing a lot of that burst damage and CC he brings to the table. But we'll see how he works with it. He can take a lot more. He can have a lot more self-sustain and take a lot better off angles, depending on how the team positions. Oh, exists.
Magician's pretty much going to be able to get a free blizzard off.
Yeah, no diva in sight. Exist is just work right now.
Pop off.
Yeah, despite the inconsistencies a bit for Detroit, one of them has not been their DPS line, popping off. Of course, as I say that, Magician takes down Exist.
Big pick onto Exist, and Mrs. Moot's going to get caught out of position.
Oh,
big shatter from Moot!
Goodness, but is it? But
Able to get Hyper and Vapor, and
yeah, it was.
baits out the beat drop.
Yeah, that shatter. At first, I didn't
that
think
was
it
worth,
necessary.
honestly.
Yeah, at first I didn't think that shatter was worth it because they were lost in that fight, but committing that sound barrier there from Arcane was huge because now they won't have any defensive ultimates for when this Grav comes in next fight, or this Riptire. They will have the immortality for it though, so that could potentially get something.
I love seeing the Zarya Rhine from both sides, honestly.
Yeah. Both teams have been playing it pretty well, I'd say. Riptire coming out, a lot of ultimates being used. Window attack visor, Moose goes down.
Definitely a lot.
Big from Duck there to
Tire doesn't get anything. The visor and the window just going to create so much space for SFC here. They're just kind of able to run through this. The Valve pop from Liza at the counter pin on Rhine. Blizzard used the Magician. The Nano used.
That was really unnecessary.
Hit anything. Truly unfortunate.
I do see what Laura was trying to go for with that Nano there, just to keep Moots alive, because that's kind of their strategy this game, is to just try and build their team comp around Moots because of how much he's done. And while I do see what the Nano boost was for there, it was not worth it there. Laura's switching over to the Moira now. Perhaps that's why they used the
unlucky
Nano.
timing, to be honest.
Yeah, Hyper's gonna have to shatter next fight. Moots is gonna have to get ready to block this.
Well, he's gonna.
We'll see about that one. Although then again, Hyper. Big graviton surge.
Big grab
Can they
from
follow up though?
But the field and the weird positioning of it is going to deny anything. Oh, I lied. I lied. Hyper gets a big one. He's just going to sweep Detroit Dick Riders up.
Really nice from Hyper there. Moose will have the shatter going into the next fight, but can they even touch the payload at all?
I think
Exist
just
gets the bomb off.
get the bob out.
They grab the bomb. Oh my goodness! What a play from Josh there to just grab that bomb off the point, and SFC just rolled the card in at the final checkpoint. Yeah, but that graviton surge earlier on that corner might have cost them. No follow-up. And the big shatter from Hyper was just able to seal that team fight at the end there. Moots would have had a shatter, and they had a Riptire coming back to that next fight, so they could have won it if the Grav had not come onto that Bob. That could have been a very different fight had that Graviton Surge not been in play. Now we'll have to see if Detroit Dick Riders can get a matching or better time bank than SFC on their attacking side. Detroit has been playing pretty solid this map, especially on their first point hold, where they had the hold for about 3 minutes or so, with Moots coming up big.
They had that classic comp DPS duo.
Yeah.
The Ash and the Junkrat.
Yeah.
I've seen it so much, and
SFC.
you could see it really proved to be good there.
Yeah.
Against SFC.
SFC seem to be playing comfort picks now. The Rhine Ball and Duck on Tracer. Usually you'd see like a Zarya, a Sigma, or a Diva when you're thinking of these types of comps, and then the other one is usually like a hit scan. But Tracer can work, or more of a burst hit scan, obviously.
They're pulling the SFC, the flankers kill everything. Or the first turn SFC, the flankers kill everything. Moots gets walled off.
Yeah, Moots goes down.
Die.
Yeah, nice ice wall from Mag. Isolates Moots, punishes him for overextending, and SFC is just able to kill him. It was pretty late on the fall though. Exist is going over to Doomfist now. He realizes that there's no cast in the enemy team, so he's just going to try and go in there, maybe get picks, and then get out. Moots knows where Hyper is too. You see him throw a fire strike in there. They're gonna collapse on him. They're positioning over by the theater. Exist going into the back line, gets stunned by Hyper on the counter charge, but he goes down.
Definitely is some interesting positioning there.
Yeah, Hyper tends to go for that flank a little bit. Exist!
It's another pick.
Is he able to
Looks
go?
like SFC. While the hero pools may have changed, it looks like the inability to deal with a Doomfist is not.
Exist with 4.
Looking like a blazed out there with just the pure Doomfist dominance.
Now all they have to do with really is Hyper and Josh, but Duck is still in this fight too.
Big mind from Josh.
Exist with another one.
Gonna be able to get
finally
Exist.
goes down.
And Mr. Moots is gonna fall.
And they flip
4
this
falls
fight.
to the mines again. Josh has a wrecking ball. It's just too good. You need the Sombra. You just can't not have the Sombra when you're playing against this guy.
Yeah, and SFC somehow turned that around just because Josh and Duck just decided to exist in the back line. Wait a little bit because Hyper was stalling on the point. Josh gets his minefields, and then they just go in.
2 picks.
Moots, he gets a shatter block
Shatter
on
onto
Hyper.
Magician. I love you, Moots.
Moots just turns
Solo
that
shatter
around.
onto
That
Magician.
fight just,
This is why Moots is the #1 Rhine Blacksmith's Trials.
Moots just turns that around and Exist. Moots and Exist have been hard carrying this game right now. And now Exist will have his Meteor Strike, Dupe, and the Nano Boost already. Don't sleep on SFC's ultimate bank though. They'll have all 6 by this next team fight. You can see Exist is at this little corner here. He's waiting for somebody. Duck knows he's probably there though. The Ice Wall comes out, doesn't get anybody.
Grab onto the support line.
Can they follow up though? Yes, they can.
Window.
Orb is
Rhine gets the shatter onto Hyper.
Hyper got MTD'd by a DPS player.
Super moment,
Oh my
unfortunately.
goodness!
And it's
Exist.
just Doomfist. 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 One more that has to be said besides Doomfist.
But look at the spawn. Josh is behind them. He's gonna try and go for this minefielder on the backside.
He has the mines and he's not afraid to use them.
Yeah, and nobody knows he's there either. Duck going over to Cast to try and just stop Exist from existing, if you know what I'm saying. Lizard will
Gotta go in.
will have this valve.
Android, they don't know.
Nano wants to Moots. He's going in.
The mines
The
with the
mines.
slam. A lot of people.
Oh, he shot us
The
about
valve
beats.
popped.
Oh, pin off the map just for good measure. Oh, he got him and he lived. He got away with it.
Pin off the map.
He might live to tell the tale if he gets peel from his supports. He's able to kill the backline.
It doesn't even matter if he doesn't get the peel. He's
Yeah.
gonna keep popping off.
And he's behind
He gets
Duck
the
now.
health pack.
Duck is able
Behind
to
Duck.
kill Mrs.
He's able to take him down. Moots, he's just too dominant on the Reinhardt, man.
Mr. Moots avenging his
Josh goes in
lover
on
right
the
there.
ball.
Hyper Shatter. Oh,
Big shatter from Hyper.
And they turn this around
He's
again.
able to turn it around.
SFC has been so good at
Drops the
turning these
Meteor
around.
Strike. Probably just gonna use it
Yeah,
to
just
run
use it
away.
to get
Yep.
up. And Mrs. Moots is now switching over to Roadhog. Hooks Josh in. I'm assuming they're switching this Roadhog to have some CC for Josh, and he gets punished! He does get punished by this Roadhog. Mrs. Moots is able to kill him.
Very early pickoff. Really key for Detroit here. Looks like they'll be able to regroup now as Josh is just respawning. However, he's going to be able to get back fast, and he's going to be able to build those mines fast. See
Hyper
what
gets
he's able
hooked
to
in.
do with them.
Hyper might get killed.
Big hook onto Hyper, but he's going to get the pure. Oh, big shatter from
Jedi
Boom!
though. He's able
But
to
the
kill
Jedi
Jedi.
from Duck picks up
They
Torb.
can't follow up from that Jedi.
Mines from Josh. Not going to be able to get anything, but going to be able to prevent Detroit from pushing further. Josh is going to roll through the back line.
And this has just been what
Pick off
SFC
this.
is. This is just what SFC is doing this entire game. Every time that Detroit gets a lead in a fight, they're just able to turn it around just by merely existing. Like Duck, he was able to use the Deadeye and just zone him away and get a pick on the Torb. And Exist goes down right now. Duck is just not stopping. He kills 2 through that window. And Josh is in the back line now. Hook on the Hyper. The whole hog.
Whole hog used. Ooh, but the shatter!
Blizzard
The
used.
Blizzard as well.
And there's Nano on the boot.
Nano used.
Can they keep him alive? They can.
He's gonna be able to survive it, and he gets a big shatter.
Moose has been hitting
60
so many
seconds
shatters
remaining.
this game. And now
Just the Rhine duel here has been so fun to watch. It's a shame that it's ruined by characters like Hog and Fall.
and the cast, obviously. Duck has been doing work on that character. Maple goes down, and this should just be, for the moment, the cart pushing forward. And Zeus not knowing how to spell Zim makes a lot of sense, I guess. Exist?
Don't just spin in a circle.
30 seconds.
They could kill Arcane here, potentially. Minefield from Josh. Exist goes down! That's a huge pick. That's a lot of damage gone, and now Boots is gone. They're hard carry, and now they're just cleaning up.
That I use from Duck.
Catches Laura.
Yep. I think that's gonna secure the defeat of Detroit here.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be able to touch again. Duck was just able to clean up the fight. Kind of like he's been doing the whole entire game. Think exists. No, he's way behind. Nope, and that's it. And
Gonna be
SFC,
the second map going to SFC.
what a fun map to watch. Although it is kind of unclose, Moots really did a lot that map with how many shatters he hit. The problem was
Play
just
of
no
the
follow-up
game.
because of how good SFC was at just zoning them away. Or just merely existing. It appears as though Josh is just not just a ball launcher.
Огонь по готовности!
Triple. Epic.
Sadly, Josh, that is not
Alright.
100%. That is 78%. What is it now? 2 CP or escort?
It is escort.
Okay. I imagine that if... I imagine they don't go Dorado here. Fuck. It didn't let me type it.
Wait. Yeah, that's fine.
I have to quickly hit him. I have to quickly hit him with the face real quick. Or the by classic face. Let's go. I don't think Detroit has picked the map yet, but I guess they're just deciding right now. Casting Rush. I agree, Casting Rush is fun, especially with these Rhines just hitting these fat shatters. Detroit map pick was anyone's hopes. Hyper wants to play Winston. Sorry, I have a question. Is Bronze Chat still happening today or no?
Probably.
What time?
After this.
Okay. So it's gonna be like a short episode, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so we can get match and shit.
I see what you're working with. I was thinking one of those. Who knows? It's gonna be like one of those shit talking OWL episodes or whatever. You know what those
Yeah.
are, right? Moots subbing himself out. That is an interesting one.
I mean, Escort isn't really known for Ryan except for Havana in some instances.
That's a fair point, but I don't think that they're picking Havana with that type of logic. Can we pick hybrid? Sadly, no. Junkertown, interesting.
Ah.
Little sleeper. This probably means Duck is gonna go Widow, by the way. So that'll be entertaining to see, I guess.
Alright, both teams ready. Let's get into it.
Here we go.
I am kind of interested as to what they'll play this time. I think
Ball
SFC,
Briggs
they
Zen.
might be going the ball.
So true. I think they will probably also be going the ball Briggs Zen, because that's just if it's not double shield, it's going to be a ball comp, I feel like.
What the?
No, don't worry. Don't worry.
I don't
Initiating
want to know what I just saw.
I don't want to know what I just saw either. You know what I want to know about sometimes? What the hell does that? You see that windmill over by the, like, on the left of the first checkpoint? I wonder what that over there is about. What's down there? Is that like a deathmatch map or something that they'll release? Who knows?
I'm dumb.
Oh, you see all the trees and then like the windmill to the left of checkpoint A?
Ready for battle.
Oh! Oh, I barely saw that, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what that is. Think that'd be like a deathmatch map or something? Overwatch lore is complicated. Who knows?
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Maybe that's just who knows what that is. Anyways, this is SFC Detroit Dick Riders match. Is what this is. Double shield on a Mercy. And then, you know, I expected Duck to be on the Widow. Oh, yep, there we go. There we go. Duck is on Widow. So we'll be ball Sig, Ana Zen. I imagine Hyper.
Hyper Zen?
I imagine
I
Hyper.
want to watch this.
Nope.
Oh,
Sleeper.
Stop
Alright, anyways.
the payload.
Oh! Insta pick on the Torb.
Duck just instant. That is some hubris there from Daddy Torb. That is. He just stood on top of that pole with pride. Damn. Matt off angling right now, just trying to take height and poke at the shields, because that's playing into double shield from Qualcomm. Oh, big PD from Josh. Josh is really fucking entertaining to watch in this ball. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Oh, there goes Corkscrew. He dies. Moots goes down.
Pink's gone.
Yep, and that's just it.
Slam from Josh. He's just gonna be harassing the backline here.
And they're just pushing in now. I think they might go for a. Oh, Salix started playing over. No, nah. That means next map, maybe some Lucio rush shit will be played. Actually, no, Lucio was played. No, I mean next match. Sorry.
Payload has reached the
Ooh, nice pick onto Arcane from Zis. Looks like
Thanks,
we'll
sis.
now have a Widow duo. I don't know if he was already on Widow. I'm not.
He was already on
but
Widow.
anyways.
He's just getting
Alright.
outperformed by Duck.
I mean, you
Oh,
can't blame
Josh.
him.
Oh,
Duck's
the
kind
Josh.
of clean with it.
Duck is pretty clean with it. He might be zimming, you know?
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
The Infra used from Duck,
Ooh,
but it looks like the
Vapo.
first pick is going on Vapo.
Josh.
Big mines from Josh and Exists is gonna get fucked over there. Torb falls as well.
Yep.
Looks like Corkscrew with the hack is going to perish as well.
Doesn't exist anymore, as they say. Oh, Corkscrew goes down. That's gonna be it for that team.
That was good. That was fucking good.
Sadly, I've
and
already-
Exists is on Doomfist.
Sadly, I used that already, so that's why it's not good.
I didn't hear, but that's fucking funny. But yeah, it looks like SSC, they're kind of just rolling over them.
Yeah, this this match is pretty much done. This ball comp is definitely one of the strong suits for SFC. And
especially with the pickup of Josh.
Yeah, Josh and
you already know if
Josh and
Hyper was on the ball, it would
I remember on one of the
not be as good.
I remember on one of the streams you asked me to clip Hyper falling off the map. I think it was the one against Static when you and David were casting.
Yep.
I remember that. I was watching. I was 15 seconds delayed, so that clip was like a little bit over a minute after that you said it. Yeah, we just have Duck playing up here. You just give Duck space to work with, he will hit all those shots. And he has another infra sight. Duck is just farming these like goddamn potatoes right now.
He's ready for the imp. Gonna be using it. The flux as well with follow-up.
Oh, they're gonna
yeah, you're not living.
Yep.
Just accept it.
It boosts his strength because of how low he gets. But it probably
looks like
won't
Mrs.
matter.
Moots was in the back line.
Oh, they're getting off the cart.
Big pick
Never
onto
mind.
Hyper, but Duck's just gonna one-tap him.
No more peel for Hyper. Duck is at this top. Oh! Exist just got insta-killed by Duck. Duck is basically the main tank of this team right now with how far he's pushed up. Hyper has a rally ready, just in case they want to push. Hack on the corkscrew that puts down the shield. Oh, Duck goes down to Tor. High noon from
Looks like
Torb.
2 picks for each team. DPS line for SFC and the tanks for the Troy, definitely favoring SFC here then. So have much more sustainability and everything.
Yeah, they're just trying to
Torb
stall
drops down. With the mine.
Gravitic Flux.
Corkscrew. Bongo from Mrs. Moots as well, but neither of them are going to get
And
much
they
done.
can't really
Detroit
touch.
aren't able to touch. SFC, they have a 4-minute time bank. That's looking rough.
Yeah, SFC starts out with 4 minutes, ends out with 4 minutes. Literally nothing changed.
Switching sides.
Just pure dominance on this map. This was just their game to play with how good they are at the ball comps. Josh has been doing really good. Duck has been amazing on that Widow. And overall, SFC has just been pure dominance this map. SFC, well, this match is probably
They
going to be over.
do need you, Salix. They do need
They
you.
do need Salix. I agree, they do need Salix.
Hyper! I'm not liking this brain
Ready
play,
for
man.
battle.
I mean, he's died.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
I mean, Hyper does not need
I
to do
haven't
much
been
as
watching
break
it.
when they're not really going for the backline at all. They don't really have any type of tracer player or anything.
Attackers incoming in 30
Alright, I'm gonna explore the
seconds.
map a little bit more on the first point. What is that? Is that the backside of Junkertown? Is that the back of Junkertown? Where the fucking... I guess that is. That's crazy.
What is going on? Why is Magician on Winston?
Why is
What is this?
Hyper's on Zen?
5, 4,
What am I looking at from SFC here?
1.
I don't know.
Shot.
Die from the
Stop
side
the payload.
of Dick Riders, but you don't really have any type of tracer. Oh, Exist just goes down to Arcane.
Super early pick on to Exist from Arcane.
Bionate doesn't hit
And he's
anybody.
going to continue to harass the backline here. Josh goes in as well. Oh! Arcane still falls. But it doesn't matter as Josh, just a wrecking ball. His wrecking ball is too good.
Yeah, Mag is dangerously low right now. Is he able to get healing? He is. Yeah, and honestly, Duck just has all the room in the world to work with right now with how far back they are. With no tracer to ever pressure him, he's just kind of free to shoot wherever the hell he wants to. Hyper does go down to Moots though, but Corkscrew does get punished by Mag. Trying to push in here. This wasn't my idea.
Yeah, I'd expect
Exist on
Josh to
Bastion.
have some logical ideas. Like,
Exist is on Bastion right now.
ooh.
PD coming in.
Hey, we're getting even more unorthodox here. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Hack onto Exist.
I think honestly they're just playing whatever they want at this point.
Primal pop from
Mag is so low. He just
fucking
gets melted by
melted.
Exist.
Jesus.
Exist kills 2. Exist is just he killed 2 in that fight. It's pretty winnable here.
Off
Self-destruct.
on the Bastion.
Oh, the
And
bomb!
a big bomb.
Exist and Moots coming up big in that team fight there. The rest on the Torb, they can actually win this team fight. Now they're going for a sort of bunker dive hybrid with a Bat Mercy composition. Vapo goes down to exist. This Bastion is putting in work right now. Duck uses that infra site, but they kind of just already know where they are. They need to pressure down this Bastion. Yep, there's the hack. Exist. Oh, Lyzeth gets killed by the pile driver.
Slam onto Lyzeth.
But it doesn't matter, they're still going.
Detroit's still able to get 2 picks in.
But the supports
Exists,
are
he's gonna melt down the tanks.
Exist has
It's
been
just Duck
popping
remaining.
off this entire map on Bastion.
The payload
On the brief
has
time that he's
reached
playing
the
Bastion. And now you might be a little bit concerned if you're SFC.
Might have a rival for Kilo on the Bastion.
I think Exist might be contending for it as right now, but Kilo's just had more playtime right now.
Well, I must say the Ablaze Bastion also looks very clean.
I have not seen the Ablaze Bastion, but I imagine it's pretty clean knowing Ablazed. He's pretty flexible, I'd say. Unless it comes to Eichenwald.
They just played against it in Scrim. Also, that's very true.
I don't know. Look, I'm
Pro
gonna be
tip,
real.
if you're going against they
Static?
them, by the way,
they them,
go
they them.
to Eichenwald.
Into the Transcendence from Hyper. Vapo still gets melted by the Dragons, though.
Big Dragon. Vapo.
Josh is really low, and without the
And
healing
the
from
SFC
Vapo.
kind of waste both of their support ults there.
Corkscrew gets punished,
Magician
though.
getting caught by himself in the back line, but it doesn't matter. It's Duck and Hyper pick off 3. Exist Bastion though, it's doing work.
Hyper and Vapo have just swapped around positions. Vapo's on the Mercy, presumably to pocket Duck. And then Hyper is probably just gonna be, you know, poking and shit. Torb does go down to Mag, though. Mag is in their backline right now. Exist is getting ready to melt him. Exist just says coming through, but he gets melted! He did come through into the spawn room.
Tanks are gonna be going in on anyone who's left on the high ground here.
Yeah, they just back off.
Move to an interesting position, but able to roll away.
Yeah, you want Valkyrie ready. Arcane is just trying to poke, I guess. Josh's minefield. Never mind, he just gets melted. Corkscrew was able to get the final blow, but Exist put in a shit ton of damage to him.
Bomb does it done, but
It doesn't really matter.
Detroit, they're gonna have the fix needed here.
Mag just goes into the back, or not Mag, that's Corkscrew. Corkscrew goes into the back line just to get his healing, and he kills Mag in the process, so Mag, I guess, was in the back line. Here you have Mrs. Moods pushing up by themselves. Here you got Arcane getting ready to EMP. What was that
Big
EMP?
EMP onto 4,
But where's the follow-up?
but
EMP
there's
so
just
early.
no follow-up. Very early there.
I
How
question
much
that
you'll be able to
EMP.
get done. You know, Arcane, he's really good with getting impressive numbers on the EMP, but it's just like the situations that he does it in aren't always the best.
Yeah, well,
as seen there.
Yeah, what I want to know is, what was the purpose for that EMP? Did they think EMP could hack the card or something? Stop its momentum? I don't know what that was about. That just seemed a little random. Nah, the fucking audacity of Josh to say Hyper was throwing when Arcane just landed a zero-man, not zero-man EMP, landed an EMP with no follow-up.
He fits right into SFC, honestly.
You're right, to be honest. Exist does get Hyper, but Josh gets
The pick up the Hyper.
Exist
The
is
Doug
popping up
kills
the
Lyzeth out of the res, and he's gonna pop the Deadeye.
With this Deadeye
He's
kills
gonna be able to
Laura.
catch Laura. That's big. It's just the tanks for Detroit left. Oh, actually, Torb is still in there on the Hanzo, but looks like he's gonna barely get taken down by Josh.
I like how everyone's just positioning on height and shit, trying to poke people, and then Hyper's just on the low ground, just chilling.
I don't even know what's happening.
Hyper
right now.
needs to-
These are like such weird comps from both sides.
I agree.
Josh Diva.
That's to probably follow up on the dives more with Mag. Trank used? What is that transcendence? Did Hyper think he was playing? And now he got dove on! Hyper just got dove on! But Peel is there from Vapo, Peel is there from Vapo, and he's able to kill Corkscrew because he got punished. He got punished because Vapo's Peel was just immense with that heal beam, and then just kills him.
I don't know what I'm casting right now.
I don't know what I'm casting either. We always get the weird games, don't we, Shadow?
Indeed.
I'm scared to cast Grand Finals now, if that ever does happen. Anyways, Corkscrew switching over to the Orisa. Hyper is in the back line and he's not getting punished.
SFC, they're just
SFC is just hitting the
flexing
W
on him
key.
and spawn at this point.
Oh my goodness.
Looks like Hyper is gonna fall exist, pop the tank. Looks like he's gonna get an instant pick onto Arcane. Is gonna have to go all the way around because of how far in SFC are.
Mag kills Laura. And
Mag gets the support line.
and there's just Torb and Exist just chilling on the payload, just pushing it in. They don't give a damn. They just don't give a damn about anyone's positioning right now. You have Duck up here going for probably an off angle. He's going to poke a little bit, get that Deadeye, and see if he can get it around the
60
backside.
seconds
He knows that Mrs. Moots does not have mech back yet, although it's going to be pretty close before that window is gone. Amplification Matrix is ready for Laura, so I would not be surprised if there's a window bash on the field. Dragon's checking Torb. Corkscrew! He goes down. And self-destruct. Oh, Duck comes up huge with that one. Arcane,
Big pick.
dead.
The Deadeye. And he gets another.
And now you have 30 seconds before they drop into the chasm that is known as that loser bracket. What will Detroit Dick Riders try and come up with here? Hyper has a Transcendence and a bomb is ready for Josh. They've held on to window for a little bit. Bongo is ready. Train coming in. They're just pushing. The window is used.
10 seconds.
But Laura goes down. That is a huge pick coming up from Duck. Wait, they're backcapping right now. They almost get it. Only 3.27 away. Corkscrew gets back. Wait. Detroit, they're turning this.
Self-destruct from Josh. Doesn't get anything, and it looks like
Backcap.
they might be able to cap here.
That's pushing over the ball, but I don't know how much it'll matter. Hyper goes down. And Detroit, they won the team fight. They got the
Get the
last
picks.
checkpoint.
Round
But oh my goodness, the time bank diff.
5
1 minute for
minutes.
Detroit. And
Score.
5 for SFC.
3-3.
At most, this is going to be.
What do you even do there?
At most, this is going to be a 6-6 potentially, and at worst, they're just going to get full held at first points.
Initiating match.
They did cap off that back cap coming in, but how can they make use out of this 1 minute they were granted? Will they stand up and rise to the task, or will they just fall into the loser bracket chasm? That is the question that we would all like to know. Do you imagine Exist goes Bastion here?
Ready for battle.
I think it's possible. Oh,
Oh, they're pulling out. They don't want to lose this. This was definitely a call by Magician. Magician does not want to lose this, despite the fact that they have 5 minutes in their time bank.
Attackers
They
incoming
go
in
for
30
double shield. They go for the tryhard comp. I see. And no, Exist is not going to Bastion. You'll have Exist going
Truly a
Ash.
tragedy.
Yes. The Exist Bastion was hard carrying for most of the map until they just finally shut it down at last point and said enough was enough.
5,
All right.
4, 3.
This
1 minute. Then a dream. I
60
believe in the
seconds
Detroit Dick
remaining.
Riders to pull off the reverse sweep. How about you, Ian?
I also believe in it. Everything on the line this map.
Ooh, the early catch onto Arcane.
Yeah,
that's
big.
big.
No charge can be built on his EMP. He gets hacked.
He's
Can
gonna
they
get
punish him at all,
hacked.
though? He gets pulled in. Can they kill him?
He won't be able to get punished.
He translocates back to his team.
Could be able to.
But the thing about
Back.
Dick Riders, they're not getting any payload progress right now. They're not forcing any positioning because that payload is not moving. And
They
SFC,
need to get on the card.
they don't need to do anything because they just can't. They don't need to pull back or anything. Okay, Mag drops to the low ground, so maybe punishable. And SFC is really low.
Detroit, when you have such little time compared to your opponents, you
Arcane
gotta get as
versus
much
Exist right
distance
now,
as you
Artor.
can, but they're just not taking advantage
But they
of
get
it.
Duck and Arcane as you say that.
Big picks onto the DPS line.
Maple goes down
Maple
too.
falls as well. The kill feed, it's all yellow.
Yeah,
That's
it's really good.
color. And it looks like
They were able to punch.
Detroit, they're gonna be able to pull it together, and they're gonna start moving the cart.
Yeah, it was a good.
See, they're gonna regroup. They're gonna have the bongo, maybe the Deadeye, but that'll probably be it.
Yeah, and who do you nano here if you're the side? Oh, big stagger
pick
on
onto Arcane!
That's a huge stagger. And I imagine they're gonna probably
Overtime,
nano lose
all
this
the
fight.
deaths mean all the more.
Torb has to be careful right now because Duck could catch him out of position. Duck has this Deadeye right now, so it's gonna be big coming in.
Dynamite.
Duck uses the flashbang.
Josh is gonna go in.
Duck
The
the Deadeye.
Deadeye, the bongo, and the Deadeye gonna get a humongous picks in. Duck gets a 4K. This guy, he's
it's
just
over.
too clean with it.
Yep, and that's the end of Detroit's push, just
They're
short
gonna
of checkpoint
barely
A.
get stopped.
I'm out of
Yeah,
Before
good push, but is it enough for
the
5
gates
minutes?
of second point.
to 3.
And now
Switching
they have to
sides.
face the 5-minute time bank.
Yeah, all
Will
S
they be able to pull it through?
yeah, all SFC had to do is get it just in front of the gates of
Initiating
Junkertown,
match.
and to the gates of this next round of the winner bracket is where they'll be headed to. Through that gate.
That's all they have to get it to.
Yeah, this could be
5
Detroit's
minutes.
final stand before they drop to losers. If Detroit can hold for 5 minutes, it's a miracle. They would have to pull out the biggest of upsets
Ready for battle.
to do this. Do you think they go for a spawn camp just to maybe get
Hyper
time off the clock?
Lucio.
Very interesting, if I do say so myself. Duck Genji.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Torb going the Junkrat. Do you think they hold an aggressive spawn camp or no? It looks likely with Torb just pushing up to their spawn. But no, I don't think it's happening. I think it's just for a trap. Nope, it is just for a trap. Wait, no, Corkscrew. Corkscrew and Moots are pushing up now. Yeah, they're trying to tick
Yeah,
time
they
off the
wanna-
clock. They just
wanna
want
be
to
able to hold.
Clock.
5, 4, 3.
We'll just have
As the gates open, let's
One.
see, will the Detroit Dick Riders be able to stand up to the cock
nope, that cock
that they so
is
admire?
all the way up there. They gotta help
Like
like
Josh
Josh
gonna
Corkscrew. That
get
Bastion is putting in so much
Wait, a
damage.
shit ton.
Moots goes down to the Bastion.
The Bastion!
Arcane doing his
Gonna
best
start
exist
melting.
impression.
2 picks already, and Josh in the back line. Oh no, he's not in the back line. That's not bad. Gonna pick off the DPS, and that might just be it.
Yeah, not the best of
Laura
spawn.
falls, and Detroit, they already have the full reset. Corkscrew already swapped to the ball. Torb to the Sombra. They know they need to touch.
Yeah, not the best of spawn
and
camps for.
They don't know if they can do it.
Not the best of spawn camps for Detroit there, as they were only to take about
Arcane
20
and Hyper
seconds
set
off.
up on the cart. Everyone else ready to just immediately engage. They just want to not even.
Vapo goes down.
They
That's a
can
lot of
be able
healing.
to touch.
Arcane
The
is
flank
low.
hog.
He gets the
Tuck
pick.
gets 2 picks.
Can they follow up though? Mag pushing the cart in. Here's Corkscrew on the ball. Josh gets hacked.
Hack onto Josh, gonna pick him off.
That's big. And they have about a minute gone off the clock right now. Duck gets
They're
hooked.
getting the picks here.
Really good synergy from Torb, who's just able to get in the back line, hack everybody, and just able to
Position
set
makes a
plays.
swap to Diva.
Hyper hack.
Duck will have the blade here.
Power drive from Josh.
Goes in for a slam.
The whole hog going out for
Mooch
Mooch.
uses the whole hog really early.
Oh, and that Bastion is putting in a lot of
That's
damage. He can't push as far as he wants to, or she wants to, or they, whoever the fuck.
Oh, big hook onto Vapo.
Yeah, and here's the flank from Arcane. He's taking a lot of damage. Here's the blade from
Duck
Duck.
picks off Exist, gonna pop the blade. He's gonna
hacked.
get hacked though.
PD,
Just gonna get dodged.
and that's
Not
it
able to
for
get
you.
anything done, and Exist is gonna get revived here.
Hook on a
There's some
Hyper.
tank use from Arcane, gets Torb. Able to take down War as well.
I think this is
This
probably it
falls.
for Detroit Dick Riders. Arcane plus that team
Arcane
fight.
flies up left. Josh pops the mines. Roots gets 1 pick, but that might be the final one of the series.
Arcane
Josh
is
uses the mines of his own. And SFC, they're going to be going towards the point only Torb can touch.
he might not even get there.
And that
Oh, no, he
he
does.
will. Gets the hack onto Arcane, and Lore is able to recontest as well. Exists too!
They're still in the fight. EMP is fine.
EMP and the Bob used! But it doesn't matter. SFC, they just have the numbers. And it looks like as the battle of the penis teams is about to go to the San Francisco Cock, they finally win their first match in the winners bracket.
SFC gliding their way into the playoff round against New York's Excelsior. Now it'll be the sex teams next round. What a funny sequence of events that is. Yeah, Duck came out huge this play, killing 3 in this team fight. 4, correction. That's saying 3 with the die, perhaps. Yeah, but what a series, though. Maybe a lot closer on a couple of maps, but this one was just kind of... It was just kind of SFC from the start. Now I suppose we could try and do a post-game interview from an SFC player. Like, I have to specify how it has the Xbox. Let's go! We got Vapo!
Hello?
Vapo, you there?
Hello.
Hello,
Yes,
Vapo.
I'm here.
Include audio.
Yeah,
Is
included.
your audio good?
Okay,
Yep.
good.
Alright, first of all, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Alright, I'll just start with the first question. SFC, this is their first time winning in the winners bracket. How does it feel to finally be able to do that and not have to make a losers bracket run?
Shut the fuck up. Okay. I don't know, to be honest. Doesn't really matter. We weren't expecting to lose, so okay, that's a bit toxic. But this is what we expected. So just thanks to RNG and whoever made the bracket. Just thankful for that.
Okay then, that's a bit of VM.
That's a bit BM indeed.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but it is what it is.
Nah, you're fine. Trash talk is always acceptable, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Yeah. Okay. It's you guys. I don't need to be
Alright.
too.
Now,
PC.
I have a question for you. Since they're called Detroit Dick Riders and SFC is an abbreviation for San Francisco Cock, you're both named after penises. How does it feel being the superior of the penis teams?
Once again, have you looked at them? It's not a surprise.
Okay, well, I didn't ask that. I asked how
That's all
it
I
felt
have
to
to
be
say.
better.
What? Did I not answer that?
I asked how it
How does
felt
it feel to be
better
better? It
than
feels
them.
fucking great.
Well, W
But
then.
also, once again, not surprising.
Well, W then. Despite being short-handed at Salix today, you guys pulled out a W.
Yeah.
To be honest, though, it was probably really easy.
I
Were
haven't
there
played
any-
on
were
Xbox
there
in
any,
like months, so like.
Were there any specific plays of yours that you remember that you enjoyed, or just like any moments in the match that
We
were funny
just
to you?
did random shit. I'm gonna be honest. Whatever felt like it.
That's true.
I
You
haven't
guys
been to a
ran
single
a
scrim.
ball with
I haven't been to
Orion.
a single scrim, so like, we just did whatever. There was no coordination. People were just killing. Hyper let me die on Zen literally every fight. So
That actually perfectly leads into my next question. How was it to support duo with Hyper?
I want to fucking die. I'm gonna be honest.
Listen, if Hyper doesn't duo with anybody except for me, you're gonna do bad.
Yeah, but like he's on support. That's the problem. If he's on tank, it's fine. He's on fucking
Well, you'll have
support.
Salix
But you know,
for
he
the
did
next
good.
match.
He did good. Jokes aside, yeah, I'm not gonna be here. Like I said, I haven't been to a single scrim. I don't know what the plan was. I don't know how they're feeling. So good luck to you guys. You guys aren't written, right?
We're on
So
New
good luck
York's
to you guys.
Excelsior, actually, is what the team is.
They told me rain, so like whatever. Yeah.
Well,
Good luck with
Salivate,
that.
that's our former name. Alright, good
Right.
luck to you too, Vapo.
Good luck
Oh, I'm
in your
leaving
next
now,
match, even
yeah.
though you probably
I'm
won't
not gonna
play.
be here. I'm not even gonna be
Damn.
on the bench.
Hey, well, you might as well
I
get.
just
You might as
woke
well.
up.
You're in Australia, right? You might as well get some lunch and shit,
Yeah.
and like have a good
Breakfast.
time. Oh, breakfast.
later.
Okay. All right. Bye bye.
Oh, thanks for this. Later.
Congratulations.
Good
Yeah.
job on your W today.
Good luck. You lose.
Alright, and that'll